Self-isolation day 8. Before we start, massive condolences to Anthony Yard and his family. For those of you that don't know, I'm pretty sure most of you know by now, but for the ones that don't, Anthony Yard's father passed away, I think it was last night, after contracting the coronavirus. So yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to Anthony Yard and his family. Crazy, right? I don't know. What can you say? What can you say? Crazy. Crazy times, people. Crazy times. Stay at home. Stay at home. I guess it hits home harder when it's someone you know, right? Stay at home. This isn't a joke. This is no joke. People are dying out there. I don't know if you think you're immune to it, if you're not going to get it, if you think your loved ones are not going to get it. Doesn't matter. Stay at home. Just be safe. If you want to go for walks, as I have been going for walks, your best bet is doing it late at night. I mean, all this about going for a walk when the sun's out to get a bit of sun, everyone's out. Everyone's out. Everyone's out walking or jogging or cycling or walking the fucking dog. Everyone's out. Best bet is to do it when the streets are empty late at night. That's what I've been doing, and that's even that's risky, if I'm honest with you, right? Even that's risky. Just, if you can, stay at home. Stay at home. The quicker, the better we deal with this in terms of staying at home and letting the government and NHS handle their business, I think the quicker this will be over. But again, massive condolences to Anthony Yard. Massive. Boy. I think even Anthony Yard said there was no underlying health conditions, right? I mean, that's been the theme of a lot of people dying, right? People have been saying, oh, but there's an underlying health issue. No, there wasn't. He just contracted the virus and passed away. All right, let's talk boxing a bit. 1 second. It looks like Povetkin versus DILLIAN WHYTE will be pushed back. That fight was due to take place May 2nd at Manchester Arena. It was the first fight of this big fight cards that Matchroom and Eddie Hearn and Sky Sports were putting on. Remember Chisora versus Usyk, May 23rd. And I keep forgetting the Joshua Pulev day. Is it June 20th? I can't remember when that is now. I don't know what I should know. But this is the first one, May 2nd. And according to Serrano, remember Serrano was the chief support against Katie Taylor. Now, she on her Twitter page has said the fight's off. That's the reason I'm saying this fight's now been pushed back, or the whole card has been pushed back. We've had no announcement from Eddie Hearn, DILLIAN WHYTE, Povetkin, or Katie Taylor. But Serrano, is it Amanda Serrano? I keep getting the sisters' names mixed up. But Amanda Serrano, I think that's her, put a post up on her Twitter page saying her fight against Katie Taylor, May 2nd, is off and will be rescheduled. So that makes me believe that the whole fight card is now off, right? Again, I think it was wishful thinking, considering what's going on, to think that this is all going to be over by May 2nd. And even if it is all over, I mean, fighters aren't really allowed to spar right now, right? It would be stupid to spar. Obviously, all the social distancing things. So it's going to be difficult for any of these fighters on this card to even get in shape, right? It's going to be very, very difficult. DILLIAN WHYTE, we know, is training in Portugal. I don't know if he's brought sparring partners out there. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. I'm guessing he's self-isolating, but he's in Portugal. But I guess everyone else on that card can't really do that, right? So I'm assuming the whole fight card will now be pushed back, which is a shame. Again, like Wilder Fury, will it be pushed back 3 or 4 months, or will it be pushed back to, I don't know, August? I'm not quite sure. But according to Serrano, again, this is someone that was co-main eventing. People actually thought that should have been main eventing, but she was co-main eventing against Katie Taylor. She on her Twitter page has said that fight is now off. So I'm guessing the whole card is now off, which is a shame. But it's understandable, right? I mean, situation is just crazy. it's crazy. I think even Boris Johnson's saying this situation should be handled in about 12 weeks. So I mean, yeah. So I guess it's kind of going to be touch and go for Chisora Usyk, which is May 23rd. You'd like to think, it's crazy, but you'd like to think that's nearly 2 months away. You'd like to think this is all going to be over in 2 months, but don't know. Just don't know, do you? I did read that wherever this started in China, they have started to let people out again in the streets. I don't know if that's true. I'm not quite sure, but I did think I saw a BBC post on it, so I can kind of believe the BBC. So I don't know. You can only hope that this will be over by then. Another quick discussion. This will be a quick video, people. I'm not going to rattle on for 20 minutes in this one. Is boxing behind closed doors? What do you guys make of it? Happy? Not happy? Would you accept it? I say this because Boxing Social done an interview with Frank Warren, and he's not ruled it out, right? Nor has Eddie Hearn, by the way. Eddie Hearn's been asked about this as well, and he's not ruled it out. I will say this: if it's the option of no boxing or boxing behind closed doors, then I mean boxing behind closed doors, obviously, right? I mean, I just want to see any fucking sport right now. So not happy about it, right? I mean, but what would you do? Would you sort of have boxing behind closed doors in July if that gets the green tick and the green light to go ahead? Or would you say, okay, no, let's wait until September so the crowd can come in and it can be exciting and the noise, etc., etc. I mean, all the boxers would tick the box for boxing behind closed doors because it means they get paid. It's that simple. They get paid. And even in terms of revenue for promoters and TV broadcasters, not much changes. I mean, if you take Joe Joyce versus Dubois as a good example, that fight was obviously on pay-per-view. I don't know that fight would sell out the O2 Arena, 20,000. Don't know if it would. But I know right now, a whole heap of people would tune in on pay-per-view to watch it. So they still would generate their money regardless because it would be on pay-per-view and everyone would watch it right now because we're desperate for content to watch. I don't know how it would work just because of the numbers of people that still would need to be in attendance. The UFC did an event recently in Brazil, which was behind closed doors, and there still were quite a few people. So you're still looking at obviously the boxers, obviously the referee, the judges, cornermen, broadcasters, right, in terms of presenters, right, announcers, TV people. I'm guessing Frank would want to be there, promoters, doctors. So you'd still would have 30 to 40 people in attendance and sort of in close proximity with each other. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that still works with regards to the social distancing thing. I don't know. What I do think, and I can understand where Frank's maybe looking at this, is that even when this thing does start to die down, I don't think it's going to be a case of, okay, everyone, out your house, let's go. I think it will still be a case of they manage it, right? They manage it slowly. So I can imagine a boxing event with 30 people being okay because it's kind of managed, if that makes any sense at all, right? I just don't think it's going to be one fucking big rave and Boris Johnson's going to say, okay, everyone out your house. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think there's going to be sort of rules and regulations put in place in terms of the number of people that can gather together. So maybe it might work. I don't know. I don't like the idea of it, but right now, give me anything, people. Give me anything. I'm desperate for something. I'm desperate for some sport. So, yeah, I mean, we've seen it with, I've been to some Olympic qualifiers. I know it's slightly different where there's hardly anyone in attendance. Still enjoyable, right? I mean, we've seen some big football matches, which are played behind closed doors. It's not like we've not seen this before. I mean, you still watch them, right? It's weird because you can hear the captains and everyone sort of screaming. You can hear the ball being passed around. You can hear all these things you don't normally hear, but you still watch it. So I would still definitely watch it. I do wonder if Eddie's looking at that as a possibility for For Chisora versus Usyk, I wonder. It's not going to work for Joshua Pulev, right? I mean, it's not going to work. The amount of money they generate from a 60,000 seat stadium, they're not doing that. But I do wonder if it'll work for the smaller shows, right? Just get them behind closed doors. I don't know. I'm not even sure that'll work, right? Because those smaller shows rely on ticket sales. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, let me know. Video done. Peace. Guys, sorry, it's me again. I'm back. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, please like and share the videos. It really does help the channel a lot. And if you want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon account. The link is in the description. All right, I'm done. Peace.